that. Don't need to click. Oh, yeah, it should be that one. Yay! Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Mudcat, and today we are going to try and do what we tried to do yesterday, and hope the servers don't crash on us. So we're back in Snowrunner. We're trying out the new DLC. Currently, it's just myself and Hawk at the moment. We are hoping the others might join. Question mark. But we're going to go out. We're going to try and do the mission to open up the service center so we can actually customize stuff in the garage. Hello, welcome in. Good evening. I hope you're having a good evening. Good evening, Seba. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. So yeah, we're just getting stuff set up, and me being me, I got the stream going far too early, I think. So that's the reason why I was sat there waiting for a brew. But I do have a cup of tea. I also need to make sure, yes, I have turned that heater off because I am cooking. Right, without further ado, I'll click the magic audio button. I'll click the game button so you can see what I've got. And we shall grab that and leave the garage.
I'm just having a look. This very first mission, service centre, does actually look to be fairly straightforward. We just need to find out. There's a warehouse the other side of this forest. We need to find out how to get to it, and then all the bits we need are in that warehouse. So I think we leave the garage, turn right, see where the road takes us, and see if we spot any warehouses.
Sounds like a plan.
Not the colour choice. And I'll try not to roll from this big top-heavy fuel tank.
Okay, thank you, Seba. We'll see if the regulars are going to be joining us, but if we hear anything otherwise, we'll let you know. So it'd be nice to actually take them all, actually explore the map, but and I do so love how the game treats things, because your truck's driving down the road with the front wheels not touching the road.
Oh, it's all fine, my end. Okay, we need to go left here, apparently. Stick a bit of diff lock on.
Oh yeah, this truck doesn't have that. So I'm probably going to struggle, but hey ho! It's like, who needs diff lock when you got a pink truck with a winch? But anyway, how you've been finding it, Saber? I also put the camera back up there because I know where it is now.
Muddy bug puddle? Bog puddle, that's what I was trying to say. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Right. So this is the warehouse, and none of us can take any cargo, which is excellent.
I mean, I've got trucks I can quickly grab that will be able to sort stuff.
One curiosity that I had was there looks like, and it probably is one of those shortcuts that's not a shortcut, but I'm curious to see what the other side is. Oh, dangerous reversing. Dangerous reversing. Got potential to be a shortcut, or it's just going to be completely impossible.
Oh wow, that tree just died.
No, yeah, no. This is a sheer rock face. This is not something that I think I'll get. Oh, I said that. Boy, you are a strong truck. You can do anything.
You do that. This is not strong truck. Weak truck will go around. Weak truck has lost... Oh, the road curves that way. I was like, weak truck has lost road.
Yeah, that's not really a shortcut. It's doable, but I don't think it actually saves you any time.
Managed to damage the fuel tank, but don't matter. The dairy is a struggle to get back. 8 slots of cargo total. What, on the dairy?
To do the mission, isn't it?
I was going to say, I was just trying to think. It's like, I know that the twin steer is like 4?
Yeah. And that's already a chunky boy.
Yeah. And I was just trying to imagine how long an 8 slot. Ooh, I can turn in here? Question mark.
Okay, so let's go and do some cargo. Sod it, let's whip the bandit out.
I mean, that's technically got mud tires. That'll do me. It's gonna guzzle fuel, but meh.
Oh, go and oh, that's the drop off. We're literally going at like 100 meters from the garage. I don't think fuel is a concern.
Oh, if that was the case, I should have taken the Navistar.
There's going to be 4 trips. So yeah, 2 each. We should have this done in 5 minutes. It's just around the corner.
I shall take the environmental concern from the Russian side.
I do like the bandit. It's a cool little truck, even if it is very top heavy.
I'm just wondering, is there a quicker way to this?
Oi, what is this now?
This is me getting stuck on a tree.
Oh, and this is me rolling, so I'm not paying attention. Jump. Reverse, quick. Oh, I've gone. That was my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
That's alright.
Too busy looking at you charging through the trees. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much.
That's alright.
Add cargo, make ourselves even more top heavy.
So I want metal beams. Ooh, 4 cargo left.
Oh, okay. So what do we need? Metal rolls. So there's 3. Okay, I'll take the metal rolls. We need 2 of them, and there's 3 in the store. Going back that way.
I mean, might as well.
Let's give it a go then. Now that you've forged a path through nature.
By forged a path, I just ran into trees.
Yeah, fair enough. It's worked.
Unique tires make it unstable on hills. Just adds to the fun. We'll give it carry on. We know how he likes vehicles like that. Scout 800, I'm looking at you.
I think that thing's tippy toppy and even the most capable of hands.
Oh yeah, it just doesn't help strapping all the goodies to the top of it and then driving around like a loon.
No, which is why I've not done that on this. I've deliberately left the roof supplies off this truck because it doesn't need any motivation to roll over.
Oh no.
2 metal rolls. I do like the way when I go around corners, it cocks a back wheel. It's that keen to tip over. It's trying to do it on a flat surface.
I mean, this thing isn't too far behind in that respect.
Ooh.
That's more than just cocking the back wheel, I'll give you that. Oops, I just drove into the barrier.
Right, so is it literally just straight across?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight across here, isn't it?
You should see a path carved between the trees.
Yeah.
I was just like, can I make it towards that, funny little golden sign? Yes, I can. The only downside is in between saves, nature's going to come back.
Yeah, there is that. Little world reset. So we should have bricks, packaged sand. Not seen that before. But yes, bricks. 1, 2.
Oh, I'm used to trucks with crappy turning radiuses, Saber. That's not a problem at all. I thought with the amount of lights I put on this, I'd have more illumination, but...
Oh, my headlights are like candles in jars. But then I've not stuck any extra bars or spotlights on there.
I don't know what it is, it's just the idea of strapping headlights, as many as I can, onto something. I'm just like, yeah, I'll do that. I did actually see... there was a... I think it was a Polish truck. That was parked up on my way back the other day. And that had a fair few lights added to it. And it had the whole curtain, and I thought, wow, it almost looks like one of my trucks from Eurosur.
Someone like me.
Yeah, I'm not alone.
It's something a bit excessive that you can almost claim, oh, I need them for practicality reasons. I just need, they add something. I'm not being silly, I need them. No, nobody needs 40 headlights. Yes, we do. We do.
No, they'll be like, no, it's only 2 headlamps that I've got. The rest is just additional illumination.
The rest is on this switch.
Yeah. I've got the headlights, and then I've got the Jesus Christ, I've just engaged the sun.
Whee! Infrastructure restored.
Woohoo!
That should make things a little easier.
Yep.
Right, did you want to revert back to the non-scout scout trucks and see if we can get some watchtowers?
We can scout in our non-scout vehicles. This is going to go horrendously wrong when we roll it. Oh, you say that? Oh no, I keep doing that. Fuck's sakes. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I don't think I'm going to need anything else. Although saying that, isn't there like a truck that's you can get the autonomous scout winch on?
I think one of the small Russian mediums can have it.
Won't be able to get it though, because I'm not in Russia. Never mind that thought. Right, leave garage. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to need diff lock. I mean, I suppose I could actually, thinking on it, if I get to a truck that's got it, I can just put the service thing on the back of that. Problem solved. So we just do a quick merry-go-round, customize. Take that one off, go out of that, retain truck storage. Not all trucks. Oh yeah. I haven't used the 5070 in a while, so let's use the 5070.
Let's go. Oh, I didn't realise the garage has actually appeared. It looks different.
It's a fire station, isn't it?
That's how it is, but our actual garage has finished, I think. But yes, this is a fire station. With traders. warning.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
So, where do we want to go then? Okay. So we can try and get to that one that we didn't manage.
Oh, you
last
mean go
time.
along the turn left, follow the roads, and then
Follow the road, and then rather than going right where we went, go left at the little village and head off that way.
Oh yeah, with the water boom
Yeah.
marker.
So
Yeah.
go left, cut across there, because that was the kind of like
Hmm.
the flat area.
Yeah.
Pop out the other side, and then see if we can make it up to that one.
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Plan. Well, now you've said it. Almost certainly that I'm going to roll this monstrosity. Slow and steady.
Oh, so it might not be a Russian vehicle then. Okay.
Is it not? I thought it was one of the Tuz trucks. Oh, beacons on. Carrying this much fuel. Got our beacons on. Safety first.
Oh, I don't think I've actually got beacons on this one. No, I don't. Shock and horror. How are people going to know I'm here to rescue them if I haven't got beacons?
Fair point.
I could have sworn there was one. There's a autonomous winch for a truck. It's not a scout. I mean, it might have said scout winch, in which case, yes, technically that is just for scouts. But there's like an autonomous winch. Oh, turn all-wheel drive on. That does help.
Oh, disengage defaults. It's much easier in a proper truck, this.
Just a bit.
Just kind of stick it in low, cruise up the hill. None of this trying to avoid the mud. Just I'll get through there, no problem.
Diff lock on, all-wheel on, off you go. The true off-road experience. Oh, I did have to laugh on the way into work today. There's someone who's got like one of these big Land Rover-esque kind of off-road vehicles which are designed for roads now. You know, it's like just looks absolutely hideous. Parked right next to it was someone's used and abused Land Rover, which has quite obviously been used for off-roading because I think there's more mud on it than paint. It was just such a great thing to see.
Straight. No, not straight over. Right.
Yeah, straight's going to take us up a hill.
That just confused me because there's three options on
Yeah.
in front of us, but only 2 options. On
Well, actually, if we took the right, there's like a homestead. And I don't know whether that would then connect to the road going down the south.
You mean the left?
The left, even. Yes. I was looking at the map when I said it, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, we can go and have a look. There's no reason not to.
I think we only avoided it yesterday because of, well, this puddle.
Yeah, because of the muddy bit.
Blarg, Zuasa, blarg. And the mediums and heavies get longer range, more power. Okay. But, no, it's fine. We can scout. It's more fun scout. Ooh, more fun scouting. This looks like a tunnel.
It's fun, right?
It's a hard hat area.
Yeah. Oh, don't get out your truck. You'll be fine. Safety first. Beacons on.
Okay. I'm going to assume some form of mine. Oh, wait. No, that's why I'm not reversing. Wrong gear. But yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's like a mine. It's got ventilation shaft. But no, it does not appear to link back up with
Hmm.
the other road. So I wonder where that one goes. More exploring.
Well, I can see on the map the other road is at the top of that hill, so whether or not we want to try going straight at that
Oh yes,
junction, that will take us up that way.
it will. Just conscious we're in very much in the corner of the map here, so I'm not sure what else we're going to find. But it's all new, so there's no problem. Turning circle on this thing.
I don't think. Have you taken that truck out before?
This one?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I was going to say, I
my
don't
own
recall
gameplay,
seeing
but
it before.
I only brought it out because it's got a unique fuel tank that I don't think I've used before, so I figured why not.
Hmm.
I can immediately tell it's a fairly top-heavy beast.
I was going to say, it's very narrow for the size of that fuel tank.
Yeah, it feels it as well.
But I see it's got the.
I think it's because it's quite tall. The fuel tank is a good foot or two above the top of the cab, which means all the weight is like high up.
Yeah. That's the Tatra Phoenix. Ah, okay.
So we want to go up.
Good day, evil Subaru. Welcome in. Yeah, we'll try up here. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Why not?
Yeah, so
I'll end up on the side.
we're attempting our exploring of the map yet again.
I keep thinking, if you roll it, then we're going to be stuck. It's like the garage is like 30 seconds down the road. It's fine.
I don't think if. The chances are I'm going to roll this. Like, Caron's not here at the moment for him to roll, and I tend to fall into that place.
I don't know where this goes. It says it goes this way, but that appears to be a rock. Ah, well. Let's give it a go. There you go. There is a road over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say road, it's literally some tyre marks, but...
It counts for a road. Oi, come on, up you get.
And a lovely little lagoon type area. Looking at the map, though, you do appear to be correct. This road links back up. Oh, good lord, that's close to the edge.
Yeah, that looks a bit...
Just a little bit precarious.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can just drive over this way, but I've thrown it into low gear for when I inevitably cock this up. Really? You're going to get stuck on that rock? There we go.
Wait, why are you going that way? That's not what I asked you for. That way.
Yep, thank you very much, Saba. Yes, I am part of the Stumbled In. And there it is, a video games channel. You can post your pictures up there.
Ooh. Okay, so this is the road that you said, so it does link. Okay, cool. So if we follow this around to the right, we will eventually, we'll pop out on the road that we were aiming for anyway. Cool, nice little detour.
Good little bit of exploring.
Very pretty map.
Mm.
I've been playing on, I think it was Amour, which is one of the very, very snowy maps.
Yeah.
And it's quite good fun because you've got the whole breaking through the ice and, you know, having to be careful about all that stuff. It does get very repetitive. 4 maps of nothing but snow and ice. I mean, the clue's in the name, really, but it is nice to have a change of scenery. What's this sign say? Oh, look out for deer. Okay.
Oh dear.
Very good, very good. So what's down there?
I really shouldn't
Some
turn the
sort of a
camera around
lake.
to look at the sign whilst driving.
Some sort of a lake down there.
Better quarter of the content of that channel is screenshots from the game and the occasional clips of breaking physics. Yeah, yep. You're very good at the physics breaking.
Ah, just a lone
Oops.
tree in the middle of a pond.
Can't really say it looks like it's done it any favours.
It's certainly not died of thirst, that much is certain.
What if it was just basically overwatered?
It could be. There's got to be something in this lake. Surely there's an upgrade or something in there. They wouldn't just... I'm thinking too much like a game developer now.
Yeah, it's the problem.
It's possible to put something there just for the sake of it being there. Not everything has to have a purpose.
It's like if I play shooters and stuff like that, I'll go off and use low gear. Okay, I'll go off and look for things, especially if it's a game where you like start off with a spawn point, and it's like run backwards from the spawn point, have a look around, have they hidden something?
Or if you see like a strange shape on the map and you think, oh, they've put that there for a reason. Why have they put that little sticky out bit? Oh look, there's a chest or a bit of loot or something. And it's almost, you have a look and there's nothing there and it's like, oh, it really is just there for the sake of it. Okay, never mind.
Although one of my favourite little hidden gems as such is actually going back quite a while onto the first Dark Forces game. And towards the end of the game, I think it's like the penultimate level, if I remember rightly, you start on a cliff edge and you've got to work your way into a base. Now, the path is really clear and easy to follow, but there is, right next to where the path goes to the door, there's a tiny little ledge just off to the side. If you sneak down that and crouch, there's a small cave. You enter this cave and there's nothing in there. I think there might actually be like a little bit of armour or something like that, but it's nothing like, ooh, wow, this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, just reverse up, sorry. I spotted the...
all right, yeah.
Pick this job up. That's all
that's the wrong button. So you don't actually think much of it because it's nothing too great. It's an odd little thing they've hidden there, and if you weren't looking for it, you probably wouldn't even notice it. But when you go in and explore the whole area, and then you look at the map, because the map's like a fixed 2D top-down view, when you look at it, you find that it's an Easter egg because it's the face of Max from Sam & Max.
Right, okay. What, just as a piece of armour?
No, it's basically the shape of the cave has been done so that when you go in and explore it and look at the map, you have Max.
Right, okay.
But
and they've just chucked something in there to make you think,
oh, that's the reason why it's there, yeah. Although in the second Dark Forces, they had another Easter egg for Max. On one of the levels, you have to run into a house before an NPC... you have to get to a house before this NPC does, because they open the door and go inside. You can't open the door otherwise. And once they've gone in, they never come back out. But inside the house is Max, and if you let him out, he just runs riot around the place. It doesn't matter who he shoots, he just shoots everyone. Including you if you get in his way.
okay.
I really like the Dark Forces games, they were good.
I remember there was one with... Is it I can't remember if it's Half-Life 1 or 2. And it's not necessarily an Easter egg, but there was a way that you could skip an entire level by... I think you had to trap a scientist. But essentially, the level was one of these where eventually you would go through the whole thing, you'd sort of fight your way through, and you'd end up popping out exactly where you started, but behind a sealed door.
I think that was the first one.
Yeah, at the very start of the level, there's a scientist like stood by the door, and if you manage to keep him there, the door opens. I can't remember the details of how you did it. I just remember that you could basically bypass the entire level, because the aim of the level is to get behind that door and push a button. So if you manage to get the scientist to open the door, you don't have to do any of the level, and you can just skip straight to the next one. Which, I'm not sure if it was an intended exploit, but it was definitely one that you could use to your advantage. So where do we go? Oh, watchtower's literally on our left.
Oh yeah.
There it is. We've got to get up there somehow. Right. Looking for paths off to the left.
Look, come on. Keep upright.
You all good back there?
Yep.
Right, well, there's a big ugly pipe in the way, so how the hell are you supposed to get up there?
Ooh.
Is it? There's quite a lot of map to the north of it. I'm guessing. Do we have to?
The road might curve around. That's what I'd say.
I can't. Just looking to the left, I can't see any obvious way up. It's just rocks.
Yeah. I mean, could probably brute force through the trees, but I don't think these are the vehicles for that.
No. Almost certainly end up rolling down with it.
Oh, thank you very much, Subaru.
Pick that up. Water boom 2 activated.
Ooh.
There's another mission here.
I guess I shall have to have a gander at those pics in a moment. Oh, that looks like a Scout 800.
That is.
Oh,
Take
God.
the Scout 800. Worked in the middle of the fire, and when it got really hot, I ran away and left my car behind. Luckily, it wasn't caught in the fire. Please bring it here for a price.
Sorry, it's a Scout 800. I'm surprised he's not going, unluckily, it wasn't caught in the fire. Insurance
Really
would have been
hoping for-
nice.
Yeah, really hoping for the payout on that one. Okay. Well, I guess we just carry on then.
Yep.
Because I've no idea how we're supposed to get to that watchtower. Let's have a trundle. Oh, let us know if you need any fuel.
I got like half tank left.
Oh, fair enough. I've got plenty left. I just realised the reason I've got this thing on my back is actually in case we run it.
Kind of glad you took the fuel one, because I was looking at that little dinky Russian one I have with the train horn, and I was like, I could take that one because I just think it's hilarious, but I think it would struggle.
Okay, so there's a road off to the left, which is roughly in the direction of the watchtower. So
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see where that goes. Oh, it's gone for the Need for Speed shortcut.
It wasn't the shortcut I was hoping, though. Because I thought that was the road turning there, but it wasn't. It was just a piece of, like, dead land.
I think it's an upstream, isn't it?
Might have been, yep. Oop. So I keep trying to cast my eyes over onto chat, just to make sure everything's okay. One of these days I'm going to roll this again.
Off the side of a cliff.
Yep. It was bad enough when I did it in Valheim and got crushed by a tree. I think it was more ironic at the time that I was reading the message that said, shouldn't you yell timber when you chop trees down?
That's one game that I've heard a lot of people talking about. Personally, I've never really looked into it, but I have heard a lot of people mention it. A couple of guys at work were saying that they picked it up as well.
It's I like it because it's your. I'm gonna say a semi-typical crafting open world
Yeah.
kind of game. The graphics took a little bit of getting used to. You know, if you expect ultra realistic graphics, it's not that. It's very stylized in a way, but they're not bad. It's still early access, but to be honest, it's got inside. You know, compared to some other early access games I've played, it's got a hell of a lot in there.
Yeah.
They're very active at updates. They're very active at like community interaction, which I like. Stay upright.
Ooh, we haven't
And
found the watchtower, but we found civilization,
ooh, I'll take it.
like actual tarmac roads and everything.
But yeah, if you have the slightest interest in like Norse mythology, it's worth it. I know Ragnarok really enjoys playing it.
Okay.
Clue might be in his name a little bit, but
Yeah, I was gonna say a theme there.
I can actually go into auto and get some speed. Oh my giddy aunt, what have we found here?
Oh, it's a train station. There's a train track up there. So that answers the question what your tunnels were. They're train tunnels.
Ah.
But I'm sure the other one didn't have a track going.
I don't recall seeing a track for the other one. So, it looks like we've got to go off-road to get to that watchtower then.
Yes, it's looking that way. Unless there's one of these non-on-the-map paths to get to. I do seem to remember, actually. I don't remember, but see, as we behind the trailer, is there like a cut through? Can we get out that side?
Looks that way, yep.
See where that goes, because that's towards the watchtower.
Hmm. It's a mine.
It's not a mine.
The camera has grown up. Yes, yeah. I put the camera back where I'm so used to looking for it, so I figured I might as well put it back up there because I kept staring at the top of the monitor when the camera was down there.
Austin Powers did. Yes, this looks
Yeah,
promising.
there we go. Don't.
Everybody puts the path to the watchtower at the top of their hill.
Of course. Where else would you expect to find it?
Ta-da!
Let's have a quick.
Now, handbrake on, then check the map.
Yeah. I love the fact that we've unlocked the watchtower. It hasn't done much for us.
It's literally done nothing. But fair enough.
But at least we can see all the way around the map.
So we need to head back.
Part of me is just
that.
looking at this and going, well, gravity can help.
Tell you what, I'll race you to the bottom. I reckon if the challenges arrive at the bottom on your wheels, probably still win. If the challenge was just get to the bottom no matter what condition, then yeah, you'd win.
I mean, I got a repair hub. I should be fine.
You've got one on your back, you'd be have no issue. Although, there are some tyre tracks going down.
Yeah,
to the
I've
left.
just noticed that, and I'm going to investigate them.
Some lunatics driven down that way.
Oh, let me just chuck it into reverse, and I can get my wheels over that.
Go on then, stick it in low and see if you can crawl your way down. I'll be right behind you, ready to reverse if you fall over.
We'll get it right. Ready to laugh. Then, oh my giddy aunt. Where is this? I don't think that's a path.
You've committed now. It's too late. It doesn't look promising, does it?
Oh, hell no.
I mean, even on the map, it literally just looks like a rock face.
Oi. I want to try something. There's a route going off to the right there. I want to have a gander.
Up and over.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just reverse out your way. It's just a big rock behind me. There you go. See if I can make it. There you go. I've made it over the rock.
Radio. Tap. This looks like a sane thing to do in a truck.
Yeah. I mean, you say that, but actually, looking at the map, that does look like it might take you back to dry land.
Season 9 was fun. Looking forward to Season 10. And Kenworth and Mack trucks. Ooh.
Was fun. Someone finished it.
Yeah. Subaru's been playing a lot of it. Put the winch on and abseil down. I'd love to, but it's not a Scout. But I've got here, which is... Ooh.
Yeah. You seem to have found the route we were probably supposed to take up, but never mind.
Yeah, because it takes us into the water down here.
Lessons learned. Not that we'll ever need to go up there again. Well, we might do actually, because that mine was up there.
Oh, diff lock. That would help.
Whoosh!
That as well. But yeah, I was just trying to drive through there with no diff lock on, so the wheels were just happily spinning. Oh, whoa, wow. Well, what the camera decided to go funky on me there. Thank you.
Okay, so lost our bearings. Nowhere. So we need to head.
Hang on, let me pull it over. I want to have a look at these pictures. I'm just going to park up here. Are you okay to just do as a top up on the fuel? I'm just going to have a quick look at these pictures Subaru's mentioned. He says, trying to get Discord to work. Doobie-doobie-doo. Oh, wow. That's quite the collection. I like it. Is that like every vehicle in the game there then? That is very impressive. Oh, I just opened up the wrong window there. Clues, clues. You do have every vehicle in the game. It's my goal to get there. It's just nice to see that someone's already done it and just got them all there. It's like, that looks nice. What I'll try and do is, once we've done with all this, I'll see if I can't figure out how to get OBS to let me put the pictures in, for those that aren't part of the Discord. But if you're not part of the Discord, be part of the Discord. And you can have a look at them in the video game channel. Right. What is our plan from here? And we're going to head back up and...
north towards the next watchtower, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just stick on this road and follow it round to the right.
Left.
It looks like I would have my front garden would look like it didn't have a missing.
Right. Let's go. What's that thing? Use low gear. Oh, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I've saw it a couple of times. I think we ignored it, but I did see it.
I can see why they recommend it though.
Hmm. And it's also RetroTed. There is the spot available for you as well, if you do wish. kind of assumed you might want to join in, so that.
Yes, apologies, I did message you earlier.
Ooh, I'm going to go into a lower gear.
That's what the sign said. I saw it back there.
Well, I was in a low gear, it just wasn't a lower gear.
It's not lowest gear.
Oh, definitely not in the lowest gear yet. Took 2 hours to get all the vehicles and upgrades in Season 9. Wow. Yeah, I tend to meander around a lot. I like games like this just because they're chill, and I can just sit back and do things at a leisurely pace.
It's half the enjoyment for me. Is you haven't got a million things in your face going, do this, do that. It's like, I just want to spend an hour driving around looking at stuff.
Have any of the new vehicles? No. So, after yesterday's kerfuddle where the servers crashed on us, so we couldn't actually continue, I haven't touched it, just so that we can try and play together. Because half the fun for me is just yapping whilst playing. It's a very chill thing for me to do, and after like a long day of work like I've had today, which was absolutely awful, it's nice to be able to just sit down and yap, and you're doing something. Whether it's this, whether it's Euro Truck, because that's another very easy and chill game to play. Do need to get more in American Truck done at some point, because I know Sebastian wants me to have a go at that, so that could be fun to do. What makes the Subaru particularly evil? I mean, it's just a Subaru.
Fuel consumption.
Well, yeah, fuel consumption is a good one. But yeah, hoping that we've got a couple of regulars who normally join in, so we're sort of reserving the spots for them at the moment. But yeah, maybe later on, I can always see about getting you in on a session. You can help us out and give like tips and stuff.
A little bit there, watching.
Story checks out. I get 20 miles per gallon in this Subaru Impreza. I think it's going to be the first time we go to the con this year and not in a Subaru.
There's a path to the left, but I don't think it really goes anywhere, so I'm just going to carry on straight.
Yeah, it just seems to head back roughly where we came from, that one. There's probably something going to be hidden, I'm going to say, in that lake. But we can scout that one through.
Essentially, yeah. What's that sound? So, deers ahead.
So let you try out the new vehicles and such. It'd be fun to give them a whirl. Just to see roughly what they're like, but the other thing is I like working towards them, and I'm like, oh, I've managed to get this new vehicle, and then they get it, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't that great anyway.
Yeah, I think we've had the discussion before, though. I kind of like that in a way, that they don't just keep releasing better and better trucks. Otherwise, you get kind of like power creep, where they'll release some amazing new truck, and it's like, well, you've just made all the other ones redundant. So,
and occasionally I do like
of using the older and less powerful trucks. And
yeah, I was gonna say I like taking out trucks that aren't necessarily suitable for the role at times, just because it adds that excitement to things.
Left or right, both look equally likely to end up at the watch.
Let's have a gander at the map. I'm gonna say left, because I think right is gonna head off towards that road that's above Water Boom 3 and towards the coast.
Oh yeah. Okay. Left it is.
Could give you a lift from the Fleet Aero Museum. Well, there is that, because we will be stopping off there. So it depends on what it's like being stuffed in a B-Max, C-Max. I can't remember what it is he's got. It's some Ford or other.
It'll be fine in a C-Max. It's literally a people carrier.
Oh, well, it's going to be a B-Max he's got then, because I don't think it's a people carrier. But we're going to shove people in it and see what happens. Most of the lakes are deep and have nothing in. Okay. That's most, not all. So now I'm tempted to go into every lake. One thing I will sort of say as well is I am by no means a serious gamer. So I tend to do the daft things just because, well, why not?
Okay, so this is we found the gateway,
Ah.
but it's currently locked. Show details. This passage is locked, okay. Am I going to make the turn? Ooh. Yes, just about.
Oh yeah, Sebastian's in the chat. Forgot about that one. Tried to hint but not spoiler. No worries. I appreciate the hints. Hints are okay. It's because the other thing I like about this is just, well, the exploring side. Okay, that's a road up a hill.
Which one?
The one we just passed. Yeah. I think we're on the right road here, but it's one of those I just noticed. I was like, okay.
Bookmark that one for later.
Small hint, check the lakes. Yes, I will be swimming in them shortly.
Ooh. So good, so good.
Better start walking, you'll make it. Yeah. No. Oh, no. You've just reminded me of the time I took the train and I had that conspiracy guy. Oh, that was torture.
Now, whatever these red buildings are, we've come across a few of these now. I'm guessing they're going to be some sort of mission building.
I'm going to assume fire huts. Are they actually red or is that just the lighting?
I'm not sure. Shine your millions of lights at them and we'll find out.
Roger. 1 second.
I'll swing round this one. Ooh. Oh, it's not made it any different. I'll check where we're at. We're supposed to be on one of that. Yeah, the road to the north should take us straight there.
It actually looks like a burnt out, rusted building, perhaps. Yep. It's definitely been fire affected.
Okay.
I wonder if there's like a mission to rebuild that then, because that looks like a warehouse. Ooh. That's right. I see a scrap car. My first thought it's going to have an upgrade to it.
Give me the goodies.
Meep, meep, meep.
I'm just going to trundle this way.
Yep, I'll catch up eventually.
I've left it in low, so you'll catch up at some point.
So I'm down south, southwest technically. We'll be heading to a convention next weekend. that sudden realization that, oh my god, I've got to get stuff sorted. Where did the time go? That's kind of scary. Aha, southeast. I think we've got a few people from the southeast. It's one of these odd things. It's going to sound really weird, but when I'm streaming and people come along and they're like, "Oh, I'm from the UK," I'm like, "Really?" I don't know why, but I always imagine people being from far afield, and then they're like from the UK. I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Down the corner. So we've discovered a reused asset. So this looks remarkably like the train station in Russia.
Yep, and that warehouse looks remarkably like the one I just passed that was burnt.
So how do we get from here to there?
Let's have a gander at where they're. Oh, right, okay.
Straight on.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's either that or potentially follow those railway tracks, but I don't think they're going to cross that stream.
No.
But I do get the feeling that it's...
There's a fence at this end. Not that it will stop us, but it does suggest it's not the intended route. I say it won't stop us. Let's find out. Oh. No,
It's alright, try the horn.
Yeah.
Sonic
Yep.
boom!
It's all fallen down.
No, this might be a bad idea.
So potentially, I'm just looking at the tracks. I think you might actually be on the right lines there.
Maybe.
If you look around the watchtower, you can actually see what looks like tracks sort of heading down towards where you are.
Definitely not climbing up that rock face. Ooh, I might be able to get up here actually. Slap it in low gear. Come on. We have all the time in the world, so we leave it till 5 minutes before. Absolutely. If it wasn't for the last minute, nothing would ever get done. So southeast-ish, yes. Middle of the arse under nowhere, yes. Come on. Uh-oh. Do not put yourself over. I'm currently beached on some rocks, but I'm hoping to pull myself off them. Yes!
There's definitely a track here. So I think...
I am, however, facing the wrong way. Let's just put it into...
I'm liking the new red lighting. That's quite cool. That's not an atmosphere they've gone for before.
I wonder if it's supposed to, like, because there's been the forest fire and stuff like that, that's what they're trying to aim for. Ah, I see you found a better way.
Hello.
Hello. I need to find somewhere to turn around. I pulled myself up and then realised I was pointing the wrong way, and I'm like, that's never a good thing. Don't roll over you.
Ta-da! Watchtower open. Ooh, upgrade this one.
Well, if it helps, Sebastian, I now also have the Wednesday of next week booked off. So I can also give you a hand. I appreciate that's last minute, but it's something. And there's the weekend as well. Ooh, okay. So there's no...
The upgrade is on the other side of the train bridge.
Yeah. There's also... That's it for...
Useful stuff.
Yeah, that we can see.
Okay.
Alright.
So, how much have we done? I think we've actually explored a fair chunk. We've got most of the south done. So we've just got the northeast to do. So do you want to try and loop back round and try and cross?
Thank you, also, brother. I will check them momentarily.
Actually, I don't think we need to loop back round. It looks like
I was going to say, a very large section with no watchtowers, yeah.
There is, yeah.
Because, oh, fiddlesticks.
Where's he gone? What's he done? Genuinely can't see you. Where's he gone?
I went to drive and pressed the wrong button and it just went off. About a, what,
Oh,
2 foot rock? And then my truck went, nope, I'm going to nap here. Oh, ooh, tonks. I see tonks. And ships,
Oh,
but mostly tonks. Churchill and a Sherman. Ooh.
Go on, truck. You got this.
Nice.
There you
Nice to have that nearby. Is that the, is that Lizzie? I will admit I'm not all up on my, craft, but yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm now back. Engine on. Truck, can you at least try and turn, perhaps? Oh, we'll go that way. We'll go that way. That works. That works. Showing your tummy in submission. Yes, yeah, yeah. It just likes tummy tickles. Oh, thank you, Seba. Let me just try and get down a hill without killing myself. Let's just throw it into a lower gear, because otherwise I am going to brick this. Well, the way I can see your lights through the ground. That is...
Well, even though I can't see you on screen, everything in front of me lights up when you drive this way, even though you're behind a hill.
I'm going to see what that upgrade is.
Oh, can you actually cross the bridge? I thought it had barriers on it. Oh, no, it doesn't. Go on then.
Ooh. Maybe going into water was a bad idea. Hang on, let's just... Because otherwise the camera is going to have a field day. Oh, thank you, Seba. So it's the Derry Special 15C 177 active suspension.
Oh, okay. Didn't realise it had. You know, it had active, so that's a bonus. Oh, there's a dangerous deep water sign here. That's not what you want to see. Let's test it.
That's always what you want to hear. Dangerous deep water? Let's test that. Ooh. Pleasant sound.
That's quite a cool image, actually. I can just see you trundling along in the horizon.
I should have gone choo-choo on a train. Choo-choo on Charles.
Maybe that funky two-tone horn. Two-tone horn?
Oh, yeah, the truck with it.
It's not deep at all, by the way. You should be able to just walk straight through it.
It's probably deep for people, but trucks is another thing.
True. I wouldn't want to walk across it.
I'm assuming you went down this way. Famous last words.
Let me just check. Yeah, that's the way I went. And then you pop out at the bottom. You go past the little island with the tree on it.
That was the carriers, 23s, 45s, river class. Ooh, wow. So yeah, you've got quite the fleet nearby then.
There's a random house just in the middle of that island.
Oh, I think I can see where you went now. I see lights in the distance.
Yeah. You keep coming along the coast a bit. Eventually you'll get to like a rocky portion.
Oh.
Just go straight.
Probably not what I've just come up to then. Hang on. No, I've just seen I've come to the wrong part. I'm just like, I'll just gun it. No, that's probably a bad idea. That might be too deep. Because I must admit, I was driving towards it, I'm like, I don't see any signs saying danger, deep water, so it's probably not here. Where I live is home port and with the home of their own edit. Very similar situation where I am.
where you are now is where I've
Let's just drop it into that. Have we caught any fish yet? Not yet.
No, but you can see them, which I don't remember seeing in the other.
Yeah. It's one of these things I'm tempted to go back to the other maps and drive through the water and see if it's just this map they've added the fish on, or whether they've put that in as a visual upgrade on other maps as well.
It doesn't have fish AI.
Well, I mean, they just swim. That's pretty much fish.
Weary is lighting up the world.
Keep forgetting I can zoom out a bit more. Oh, game's complaining I was using diff lock at too high speed.
I didn't realise that was fun.
Yeah.
I'll refuel myself. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, I could do. I've got 64 litres left.
Right. Approach thy fuel truck. There you go. Every little bit of fuel I give to you is less weight on my back. Right. One sec. I'm not.
Held with the fact I brought the service trailer to repair stuff. I'm thinking I'm the only one that's taken damage.
I have literally no idea. This is just a road that goes off into darkness. So let's just see where it leads. That's almost poetic.
But yeah, I was looking at the new construction sim as well, and it's like, do I get it? Do I don't? The reviews are a bit mixed, and I'm like, yay, nay. I like the idea of it. I just don't like the idea of the sound of this 2-hour tutorial that you've got to play before you can do co-op. I hate games that do that.
Yeah. I have played it, not in any great extent, admittedly. I've probably got 5 hours or so, something like that. I was enjoying it. It's fairly buggy. I have heard they have actually released quite a few patches since I played it. But if you have any sort of interest in the machinery, the processes, how it all comes together, it's actually quite a fun. If you view it as more of almost like a puzzle game than a sim, it's like, right, in order to build this, I need this, this, and this to be in place first. And then in order for those to be in place, I need to go off and get this bit of equipment and buy these materials. And if you enjoy kind of putting those sorts of things together, it is quite satisfying. But it was really quite buggy when I played it, which is why I put it down. But I have been meaning to pick it back up again, now that people have said that they've released a fair few patches. Oh,
Yeah, I might have to look into it.
Bridge with some containers in the river.
Oh, I wonder how them containers ended up there.
I think we have a good idea from the state of that bridge.
I don't like how this bridge seems to be, like, trying to disassemble itself underneath me. Like, riding on it and it's popping up. I'm just like, ooh. We'll have to go down to the dockyard and get more pics of Warrior Victory, the Mary Rose, and HMS M33. I'm assuming they just haven't given that a name?
Sounds like a submarine, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I thought the Royal Navy named everything.
Ooh, there's a road.
Retro Tales like, God damn it, had my finger on the clip button, and you made it. So I'll look where we are. Oh, yeah. Oh, they don't want... Oh, okay.
It's like a full-on main highway just up to the left of us.
Ah. So I take it you were down that neck of the woods then.
Oh, this is just completely...
Oh.
I've got bogged. Wasn't expecting that. Winch time.
Is it bogged or is it one of those pebbles stuck under you?
I don't know. I'm getting out with a winch.
I'll just throw it into low gear and give it a whirl.
Oh, there's a tree buried in the mud there. I think I was probably stuck on them.
Ah. Trees, our natural nemesis. Yeah, I see the tree.
Pretty sludgy up here. I've made it just about. Low, medium, slowly just chugging along through.
Yeah.
Right, so there's actually quite a lot of map left.
Oh.
I didn't realise how
God
much
damn it,
further
Nightbot.
it went. Right, I'm going to go left just because I'm curious where this main road goes. Is your bot misbehaving again?
Yeah, Nightbot's doing Nightbot things.
Come on, truck. What are you doing?
Yeah. And I've just had a look at the message and like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just Nightbot being overzealous. Go, Nightbot.
There's a little path off to the right there. Let's see where this main road takes us.
Oh, actually, I'm on a road. I can go fast.
So what's that? Something over there. Oh, there's a trailer with some metal beams in it. New trailer?
Yeah, one thing I like about where I live is, you know, there's a nice big hoe I can go down to.
No, it's another tunnel point. Interesting.
Is
This
this
one
one?
is also
I
locked.
was going to say, is this one also locked?
It even comes with a little car park. How sweet. Yeah, so what else have we got? I guess we just follow this main road the other way and see where it goes. Is that bit off to the left? It looks like it's
Oop. I pressed the
just
wrong
a
button.
water tank. Not sure. I saw something that said water on the way past. Just checking if there's any missions in there.
Oh, no, that's just be prepared for the unexpected. Okay. Not seeing any UFOs.
Honk honk.
It'd be nice if you'd like able to customize the horns a bit more, so you could find trucks that have, you know, these weedy horns and get rid of them.
Don't think there's a... Oh, hard hats on, brains.
Need to go see the HMS Alliance, the Amphion class sub. There was also some Transformers last night. Ooh.
Nah, there's nothing down there. Out here, it's just a water tank.
I was just gonna. Oh, whoa, yeah, and it makes the camera go all funky near it, because obviously the don't want you turn. Ooh, is that a bit of a dip?
Yeah, I was going to do that and decided against it, but feel free to have a go.
I don't. I think that's it's a crash barrier. Fiddlesticks. I took the dip a bit wrong.
I'm going to have a go. I've crashed.
Look, Caron's not here. Someone has to fill in for him. Oh. I do wish the F750 had a better horn than the squeaky wet for it. Yeah, it's one of the things I just wish you could change so that you could find, you know, just, basically all the trucks have horns, so just allow it so you can say, I like that truck's horn, I want it on this truck. Because then everything would have that two-tone horn, because I think it's hilarious. Land Rovers and Jeeps are fun to use here. Ooh. It's one of those things I'm probably will end up picking up the... oh,
Oh,
Bugger.
good bugger.
I will probably end up picking up those DLC just for completionist sake more than anything. Oh, hang on. My engine's just started.
Oh, okay. Can you just winch yourself to that tree then?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Oh, click and try. Let's try that tree. It looks nice.
Hey, that.
Hoorah! Right, thank you.
Oh, I'm still in reverse. There we go. Go the right way.
Get the pack spoiler treat. Yes. Wait for the monster on sale. Are they on sale at the minute?
Where's this road off to the left there?
Because the annoying thing is, like, if they're on sale, payday wasn't that long ago. And I know I've got a convention coming up, but they're only a few quid. I could get the DLC and just, I don't know, not have lunch for it. Or at least not go out to Jake's.
Skip a lunch.
Yeah. I tend to treat myself on a Friday. The local student burger bar
Oh, yeah.
does very good food. It's basically, heart attacks in a bun. It's excellent.
Oh, there's something off to the right there. Which is probably for the best, because this bridge...
That bridge does not look like a complete bridge looking at the map.
No. There is a large hole in this bridge, so... I guess we're going right then. Oh, I've accepted the bridge. Accepted the bridge. Accepted the mission. I guess accept the bridge does work in that situation. Even though I was sceptical at the beginning, I must say this truck has not caused me any issues so far. I was worried it was, like you pointed out, very narrow and very top-heavy, but it's... Admittedly, we've not been driving like lunatics, but it's actually...
You haven't.
It's handled everything we've thrown at it quite comfortably, so...
It's an actual warehouse that hasn't burnt down yet.
What can we get from there? Anything useful?
Oh, that's a good idea. Should check that. I was just driving around in a circle to come back around. So we can get medium planks. There's only one left. Wooden planks is 2. Metal beams is 4. A cabin. That's new.
One of the missions that we needed earlier, I think, said it needed a cabin. So
metal rolls, small pipes, packaged sand, bricks, service spare parts, concrete blocks.
Quite a lot then. I don't remember seeing packaged sand before. Is that new? I've seen cement.
Yeah, I would have thought. Because, mind you, I've not played a lot of the other maps, so I'm not 100%. Because to me, all this, you've only got limited resources is new to me, and I'm sure yourself and Saber have mentioned it to me before that there's like limited resource maps.
Yeah.
But I've kind of played a few of them out of order just to have variety.
Which is fair. I can fully appreciate people who say, no, I want to play them in the order they were released. That's the order they were intended.
Yeah, you did good earlier.
Equally, if you want to just jump between them because you want a bit of variety.
Limited in Yukon, but really big in Maine. Thank you, Sabaha. Cabins were added in Yukon. Okay.
Ooh, this looks a bit rocky.
Whoa, oh, sugar.
You good?
Yep, I'm fine. No fiddlesticks here yet.
Excellent. Again, this river crossing is nowhere near as bad as it looked. Should be able to just deflocks and lower it across.
Yep. But yeah, I am liking the map. The foliage, trees, the colours look nice. Brain does not like working in the evening.
I do like the atmosphere they've gone for as well. The night time especially.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got lots of choices here. We've got right, and that takes us kind of back out.
That seems to take us back down towards that large
that's
island
the
bit.
island.
Yeah.
So really, we want to go left.
and
I'm
explore
guessing
that
we've
area.
got another river crossing, and
Yeah.
then somehow loop back and north again to get to the other side of that bridge. Let's do that then. Left it is.
You needed the forklift with the wide forks to move them. I assume you
Yes, I
pick
do
up that
vaguely
vehicle.
remember that now. Yeah, it's one of those very niche vehicles that has a purpose on one map and one map only. It actually turns out to be a surprisingly good scout if you take the forklift arm off, which again I thought was a bit of a weird option because who would buy a forklift without the forklift arm? You just drive it around like a little four-wheel drive scout thing. Well, that's deeper than I anticipated.
Oh! I was like, I'm just going to go straight and see what happens. Straight up to the dangerous water levels. I'm like, ooh. So that puddle is a little bit deep. We have learned.
Oh, crap, we've missed our turning.
Oh, don't tell me I've got to go back through this puddle.
No. Can we go left? Okay, no, I guess what we can do is we can... If we carry on and cross up here, there's then what looks to be a second river crossing, which will take us back north. So I think that's the route we've got to take.
Okay.
Just from looking at the map, I was expecting the crossing to be further back that way. Are you good back there?
Yeah, slowly crawling through. It's just that first part of this was a little bit deeper than I anticipated. I was like, oh, it can't be that deep. There's a little islandy bit. Just nose dived into the water.
With the old island in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know if the next map is, it's a polite way of saying, more challenging. Because this has had some cool bits of terrain, it's had some interesting paths, interesting routes. Nothing's really challenged the trucks yet, which, I'll be honest, is a nice change of pace from Amour, which I was playing a few days ago, where what can look like a perfectly reasonable road on the map, you turn up and it just doesn't exist. It's just 2 foot of snow.
Yeah.
And it gets a little bit tiresome driving everywhere in low load. So it's been quite nice actually to make good progress. But I'm wondering if they've done a complete switch and they've said, actually, this is going to be a nice relaxing update. No need to get all frustrated with it. Just trundle about doing your deliveries. Or if they're kind of easing us into it.
I mean, part of me likes the idea of it just being a relaxed area to drive in. You know, it has some challenge, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But then that's half the reason I play the game is just to relax. It's half the reason I play many games, actually.
I do think in the same way I was saying games can suffer with like power creep with the vehicles and stuff. There was a point. In fact, the reason I was playing Amour recently is because when that first came out, I genuinely just put down the controller and went, you know what, this is silly. Like, this is not enjoyable. You've just made the most difficult map you can, and I just wasn't enjoying it. Because same as you, I'm like, well, I'll play this for a bit of a relax, just to trundle about, do some deliveries, and have a chill for a couple of hours. And just getting constantly stuck, or like rolling, or falling through the ice, and it's like, just wasn't enjoying it. But with a little bit more experience, I've gone back and gone, actually, no, I can appreciate what they were going for. Still definitely not my favourite, but you can see the troubles coming and go, I'm not even going to try that. I'm going to go round. I'm going to go the other way. I've learnt my lesson.
I'm also amazed just watching your truck drive along there, and it was just leaning to one side, and I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
Season 9 is nice, relaxing setup for the next 3 seasons. Oh, I'll take it.
I think someone mentioned earlier that Mack trucks were coming, which,
Yes.
yeah, I'd heard that rumoured, so that's going to be very cool if that is actually happening.
Hmm.
They make some very cool old trucks. I do hope they don't do the whole Western Star thing where they only include the modern ones, because they do make some very old and very cool trucks.
I mean, and I'll hold my hand up for those that may not know me. I don't know much about trucks, but I enjoy driving around in it, and it's fun to do something that I wouldn't normally do.
Where's
Like
the
drive trucks.
over there, between those two rocks. Apparently, this is the road.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we pop out over there.
But yeah, the names I've heard, because I know people who really enjoy trucks, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've know they've mentioned, I know they get excited about that, so it's fun to know that they are bringing stuff out that I know people that will really enjoy this. And yeah, I'm gonna have fun when they come out and have a look at them. But I unfortunately don't know much about a lot of trucks. It's like when I started playing Euro Truck Simulator, I went for the Volvos because, well, I know Volvo. I mean, I know a lot of other truck makes, but I also grew up with Volvos. So. Yes, it was Subaru mentioned it. Mack and Kenworth.
Mack and Kenworth. Okay.
Because it's the Kenworth that especially that I rang the bell and I was like, ah.
Yeah, Kenworth is in American Truck Sim. Oh, bit boggy there. There's actually a mission up here, caring for the tourists. Visit the East Camp. So I'm going to try and detour off. If you want to follow that mission, it will pop up.
Oh, okay.
Just I've realised that it's on the island that we're on. So no.
Oh yeah, it was that one that we picked up from there. Where I was going to try and go across to get that upgrade.
Oh, is that? We've still got that mission selected. Stopping for a quick refuel. Do you need anything?
Yeah, might as well. I've got 59.
Cool.
Careful crossing that river. Roger. No doubt I will float. Oh, float down here.
From the other side, I'm going to say. Refuel.
Yeah, I think we went to try and cross it yesterday. And that's when the servers decided to hiccup and leave us.
Potentially. It was near the upgrade, wasn't it? So was it round here?
What? When the
we were trying
servers?
No,
it's when we picked up the curring for tourists.
Okay. I thought we were down by that upgrade at the bottom.
We sort of were, because that Scout fuel carrier's the one that you were towing.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, that was attached to me at the time it all died.
Yeah. I don't suppose anyone's found out what happened. That was it just a server hiccup, or has anyone said anything?
No idea. I had a little look earlier. Couldn't see anything on their socials. I couldn't see anything on the usual places. But
Servers just got overwhelmed. Yeah. Figured it might have been that. I was just kind of surprised, because I would have thought, they would know the popularities and be able to, I don't know. I don't know much about server backend stuff, so it could just very well be that everyone went, this game's great, let's get these all downloaded and start playing, and they just really did not expect that.
We need to find a way to go left at some point, but I can't see anything obvious. Definitely not down there.
Hang on, let's have a look. I would say there's a path. If you keep following this dirt path around, it comes to a main
yes,
road,
that
and then there
path,
appears to be a
yeah.
path.
Or at least something you can drive down.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then. We'll just keep following this till we reach.
Numbers spiked for the S9 launcher. Okay. I mean, in a way, it's a good thing that
I
they're.
don't understand what's different about this patch though. Right? Yes, it's the new release, but there's been 8 of them before which didn't get enough attention to bring the servers down. Not saying it's not a cool release, but why all the popularity all of a sudden?
Could just be more people who've picked it up and started playing, and oh hey, you want to try this? So their mates have. I mean, as you've said before, you were playing this for an age and no one played it, and then I think Caron got it, and then
out of nowhere, loads of people on the Discord all started saying, "Oh, pick that up. It looks quite. Oh yeah, I've got this as well. Oh, okay."
I will admit, it
18 months after release, just all of a sudden it became popular.
It's one of those that was on my radar for quite a while, because I did have Mudrunner, which is essentially a tech demo for this, in my opinion anyway. But I really enjoyed Mud. It was the first time I played a game where your vehicle felt and looked like it was going through mud. And I enjoyed all aspects of that, so I was looking forward to getting this. It was just a case of I had to wait till it was on sale, and also have the money at the time when it was on sale. And when the stars aligned and everything like that, I was like, "Woo, I can get it." But this is by far a more complete game than that, because that just was pick up logs, take to logging station, pick up log, take to. And
originally it was a game called Spin Tires.
Yeah.
Which was literally a one-man band. I think it was a Russian developer who just was looking for something to make his first game about. Looked at what was around him and went, "That's pretty cool. I'm going to try and make a simulation of big trucks doing log work." And it kind of grew from there. He sold it to a studio. They then publicised it, made it into Mudrunner as the official release. And then it was a surprise kind of like sleeper hit. No one really expected massive numbers, and it became kind of like an indie classic. Everyone was being exposed to these weird and funky trucks from Russia that no one had ever heard of before, and they took the plunge and said, "Sod it, we'll make a sequel, but we'll make it bigger, better, and have American stuff in it." And I'm very pleased they did. It's definitely one of my go-to, just sit and chill for a couple of hour games. So
I'm going to trundle down the road to whatever the docks thing is down there.
I was literally about to say that. I want to see what's in the docks, but equally, I think the bridge is the other way. And that almost beautifully loops us back round to the garage. We've done a full loop.
It's sort of thinking back to what you said earlier on, Subaru. It's like you managed to do it all in 2 hours. I'm looking at him like it's coming up for like 2 hours that I'll probably have been playing this, and we've exploited the map. But as I said, this is how I enjoy the game. It's very slow paced for me.
Was that 2 hours to complete the DLC, or just to unlock the new trucks? I read that as.
Oh, is it just to unlock the new trucks?
Got the new trucks in 2 hours. I could be wrong. Could be a superhero zooming about the place. Okay,
servers got overwhelmed on 5, 6, 8, and 9. Apparently 7 wasn't that good. 5600 is a little gem on this map. What's this?
Ooh. Swimming the wrong way.
This dupe had to haul something across the river, but he took the wrong route and got stuck in the rift. Can you please drive there and check if there's anything that can be rescued? Okay.
is a man stuck in the river, basically.
I love the fact
think
that we're
that
not
would
going
be
there
that.
to rescue him. It's anything, so it's like, you know, all his goods.
There was another mission here as well. What's this? Oh, didn't mean to activate it. Where's that other mission gone already? Oh, tourists. Oh, the West Camp's all the bloody way up where we've just come from.
Yeah. Oh. I don't want to start tracking, that's fine. So there's a family living not far from here in the hills. We need to deliver this trailer with cargo to them. I want to hire you for that. Okay, where is actually that? Hang on. I'm going to track this one a second, so I want to see where it is if we're passing by.
That's fair point.
Oh, I mean, it's going past the brain work garage.
Okay.
Racing and one map didn't go down. Yeah, I must admit I haven't really. This isn't the game that I thought racing really would be a thing.
No, that was a bit terrible.
So
It was a cool map because again, it was a complete change of pace. But I don't think it fits. Certainly doesn't fit my vibe for what I play this game for. But it introduced some cool concepts like the co-op trials and that sort of stuff. So you can all start a time trial at the same time, and then when you all get to the finish, it gives you a scoreboard and says you did it in this time, you did it in that time. Just interesting things to be added. And I'm sure there's people out there who think they're brilliant, but yeah, it just doesn't fit with my slow and steady way of playing. More power to you if you enjoy it. So the bridge is back the way we just came.
We'll drive up past the garage. We can drop this one off, and then that can probably do us for the evening then.
A nice little loop up and over. And we've used about 1,300 litres of fuel, so it's a good job we brought the tanker with us.
Yeah. I do find it kind of funny though that we scouted far better in trucks than we did in scouts.
I've been banging this drum for a while. Whenever someone gets a scout truck out, it's like, big trucks are the best scouts. They just seem to work better. But then equally, I do enjoy getting the scouts out just for the sake of getting a scout out. Oh, come on. How am I stuck on a tarmac road? There we go. Nearly diff locks just to get up.
Yeah, it is a bit of a steep one. Lodge ploughed through with the 73-210. Oh, is that the dragon skinned one? If it's the one I'm thinking on, I like it, but I need to get the suspension for it because I just keep chinning everything with that low bumper.
Oh, the big 5-axle thing. Oh, some pumpkins there to be squashed. An actual little town. How nice.
I haven't seen one of these since Michigan.
Where's it go? Okay, so there's a road that goes off this way. Honk. I think to get to the garage you want to loop round to the right then. Yes you do, because this is a dead end.
It'd be nice if there was people here. Even just like milling about somewhere, it just feels like it's a ghost town. And I can sort of appreciate why not, because obviously the more you add in NPCs and stuff like that, you've got overheads on your computing and stuff. And then there'll be people who are like, well, I can't run them over. Well, then get Carmageddon if you want that. Reckon the tractors will be fun. I haven't got the tractors yet. It's one of those things I'm working towards a lot of the vehicles, and if there's ones that you can pick up in maps, it could be I haven't picked it up because, like I said, I've been doing the maps based on what do I feel like doing. because there's been like a staggering of people playing this. A lot of us have done Michigan to death. So I went on to Alaska just because I wanted to actually try some snow for this Snowrunner. Need the K7 engines. K700's mission to unlock, but it's alright. Okay. I said chances are I'll end up using it because it's at times it's just the fun of using vehicles that aren't necessarily the greatest. It's more of a challenge to just go out and you've got to think about how you're tackling things rather than just put your foot down. It's something I need to do when I get back into Euro Truck is actually spec up a truck that isn't my all-powerful, all supreme Volvo, just because, yeah, I've got so used to this. The idea of just sitting there and putting my foot down and hitting max speed fairly quickly, just, yeah, I'd like a bit more of a challenge in that now. It is this way I'm going, isn't it? Yar. Follow that road, take that turning off there, got it. It's annoying to look at the hills and I'm like, I could try go off road. The only right-hand drive vehicle in the game. From the glades, right, okay.
Oh, the tractor, is it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I remember someone said that before.
Part of me's thinking maybe I should have swapped out to a different truck just to get there. But slow and steady wins the race. Actually, I said I'll be wrapping up stream once I've dropped this off. I only really do short sessions. Just streaming for me is a exercise in mental health. It keeps me busy, keeps me, actively talking to folks. Gives me something to do after a long day, so I wind down because I used to really struggle with that. But it is also at the same time very tiring for me. So I do shortish sessions just because it's easier then. And I have chores I have to do at night. Can't really grumble. I get it. It's helping out the landlord kind of thing, so I get perks from it, if you will. Why am I getting lit? Oh, that's why I'm getting lit up. I was like, there's lights behind me. What on earth?
I'm zooming.
Is that from like the racing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some little Russian off-road buggy thing.
I mean, I could tell it's Russian because you can't go in a straight line with it, but...
No, it is bloody hard to keep on track. We'll go down here.
They're not VW, yeah. I made that mistake yesterday.
I don't think it's pretending to be a Volkswagen. It's based on a little Russian larder, I think.
What, it's got food in it?
It is, yeah. Russian food. Handbrake turns here. Excellent. Where is that trailer going?
Right where you are.
Oh, okay. I'll get out of the way.
Oh, wait. I have to get me one of those. Awooga.
Oh, excellent. So we get the free sideboard trailer. Thank you very much, guys.
I'm assuming truck store is going to be back at the... Or trailer store is back at the thingamajiggy.
It is, yeah.
Oh.
At the garage.
can't move. I'm not set it in the right. Sorry, don't. Oh, wow. Oh, no, the fence does get destroyed by the horn. It just. I expected more of it to fall over.
I'll sort it. Don't worry.
That's the alarm. Bugger. I'll get this one back, and then I can wrap it up there. Oh. Try and chase down this little buggy. Get Retro Ted's like, be right back. Some idiots are beeping horns, knocking over my fence again. Quick, cheese it.
Look out your window. There's a massive pink truck and some lunatic in a race car just zooming about. This might be a mistake. Yes, it was a mistake. Little car does not like mud.
Jump it into the trailer. Well, it's the thing, if you do have a crane and you can put vehicles in there, you can carry them in your trailer.
That's true.
So if he was to jump into it, then technically yes, providing he wasn't in the vehicle, I could then pack it as cargo. The jumping into the trailer would be the hard part, but I'm sure we could find a way. Use that to carry a Tuz for another mission. It is one of those things that's thinking on it. When I was in Michigan and I was getting like the tutorial stuff done and I was trying to pull the vehicle out of the farm, like the flooded fields at the farm, there was nothing really that said you could how to basically get it so you lock the vehicle in there. The tutorial was a little bit lacking in that. So I felt that could have been done better because it took a while until I figured out how you actually use the flatbed with the winches, and then you can lock once you've turned the winches off.
I think that kind of sums up a lot of this game. Is very good, but the tutorials are a bit lacking.
Yeah. What other games do I play? So, I also do Euro Truck from time to time. I have played Valheim, done some Ghost Recon Wildlands, I've played Hitman. I'm not that good at Hitman, but I don't let that stop me. I've been having a blast with the freelancer mode they brought out. I am awful at it, but I enjoy playing it, so, you know, keep going. You made War Thunder. Oh, I ain't played War Thunder in, donkey's years.
I was a World of Tanks man myself.
Yeah, I used to play World of Tanks a lot, but that little gem sort of soon disappeared because it just got awful and the community got so toxic. Phasmo, that's another one I like to play. Derail Valley I've done. I need to get into that a bit more. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I actually played War Thunder, actually. It's one of these things I'm going to have a look into and find out. I'd say Railroads. I've played Railroads Online before. The problem is it's with the update for it, I feel that I'd like to start the map anew rather than going back to our old map, because I feel it's a new system for building the rails. Let's just go for that and build something new. Right, so let's park you in here. I'll pop that in there. Righty-ho. War Thunder has given the UK the Jaguar and the Tornado jets. Wow. Yeah, that's everywhere. And the Lancaster's getting its tall boys. Ooh. I like the sound of that. I will admit though, War Thunder had some absolutely gorgeous models. I remember. I think actually the last time I played War Thunder, I think tanks were just being added. So I remember playing with the tanks. Wasn't any good at them, but I did like it. But yeah, I might have to have a look into it at some point again. Add it to the list. Anyway, let me hit the splash screen because I can wrap this up a bit easier. The update trailers are mini films. Ooh. Yeah, link them in on the Stumbled in Discord. Can have a gander at them there. Gave up with World of Tanks and Warships. Yeah, it's again they're Wargaming. I think kind of lost the direction of it, especially in World of Tanks. A lot of the weird and wonderful was just no. But yeah. Anyway, I'll wrap this up here. So again, a big thank you to everyone for turning up to watch. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. It has been fun. It's been interesting exploring the map a bit more. As I said, it's a nice game just to chill and relax. I will next be streaming on Friday. Might be some more Kerbal. Might see if we can, Oh, I've got to rescue Valentina from orbit around Mun. That's it. I was trying to think who I had stranded in space last time. So yeah, there's Valentina, who's now stuck in space, along with Jeb. And I don't know what happened to the other guy because the computer crashed. I haven't looked at it yet. So it could be Kerbal, or I might jump into more Hitman. I'm not sure. It depends on how I feel when I finish work on a Friday. Wait, you lost another... Yeah, so the one I landed on Mun, I didn't have enough fuel to get out of orbit of Mun. So I've left them in orbit with enough fuel to do a moon landing. Or Mun landing, it's Kerbal. So it's enough fuel to land again. And then I've just got to try and figure out if I can land another one next to it. Which is not going to happen at all, but it's going to be hilarious to try and find out. But yeah, a big thank you to everyone for turning up. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you. And until next time, toodles.
Bye-bye.